Blade Runner starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. All right, let's get started. And we're going to start with a plane. And we're going to create a cube. We need to think about what it looks like in Blade Runner. So let's just grab our reference again real quick and have a look. So we got a lot of these like kind of oil tower things. I'll just do a couple of roll cuts. This goes some the other way. Faces and extrude them up. E to extrude, scale it in. We're just creating some just some like pattern. Just simple city pattern shapes. Again, if you like this tutorial today, check out the Particle City tutorial series on my channel. It's an expanded version of this, basically. I'm going to come over here to particles. I'm going to click new particle. I'm going to come down to, we're going to switch to hair. I'm going to go down to render. Where are you? There it is. I'm going to switch to object. I'm going to grab my city blocks object. I'm going to make my scale random, and I'm going to scale them up a bit. Now they're all oriented in the wrong direction. Rotate Y 90, rotate X 90. There we go. Shift D. Grab this on Y over here. Go into edit mode. Again, just here, those of you who are new, if you haven't watched the show before, the rules of the show are I can't use any add-ons or external assets. So nothing that's like pre-made. These guys down, even though it's ugly geometry. So it's all got to be made fresh, baked fresh here in Blender today. So I'm gonna go back to my city emitter, jump back in here, and I just need to take both of these guys, put them in a new collection. There we go. Call this my city block collection. And let's come back to my emitter. I'm gonna go back to render. We're gonna render collection. We're gonna select the city block collection. So now we're getting both of those in there. And what I can do now is I can use count, and I can take city blocks.001 and I can increase the count of that one to get more of that one. City blocks, and we just need to go into edit mode. The origin's that little yellow dot right there. So, I mean, there's lots of ways of setting the origin exactly, but probably the cheap and dirty way of doing it is just going into edit mode and just physically moving the geometry. So I'm just gonna do that just with the base there. So now if I come back over to my camera, you'll see all those little guys now are showing up. And you can see these like little pyramid shapes give us something that looks really Blade Runner, which is nice. 49 minutes, pressure's on. We're gonna create a Verona. We're gonna switch to Manhattan on both of them. I'm gonna take my distance, put it into the vector. I'm gonna take, for now, I'll take the distance and I'll put it into the emission. I'm gonna grab a mapping node. I'm gonna grab a texture coordinate node. I might wanna go UV. Why do we always end up having to unwrap things on Sci-Fi Blitz? It just feels cruel, you know? I think that's just gonna be too much pain. Let's just try without unwrapping first. I'm gonna go object into the vector, and we're gonna switch over to rendered view and have a look at what things are looking like. Go out of edit mode. I need to rotate, I think it's on the X. I always have to rotate one of these. It's the start. But the problem is it's gonna behave differently on each angle. Bring my scale right down to like 0.1 on the Y. No, on the X, I think. And the Y, I'll bring up like this. I'm gonna add in a color ramp constant. This is how we did our, I did a procedural Death Star the other day on my channel. And we used this to create the construction bits in the Death Star, which was pretty cool. That looks all right. The problem is though, see, look, we're getting this on like one side, it's like super dense. On the front side, it looks good, but the rest of it doesn't. And that's because of the texture coordinate problem. So, it needs a flying car. Wait a minute. You've watched my Particle City series. How many plugs can I drop in this one episode for that? I know. Let's go, light map pack. Okay, so light maps are used for exporting to game engines, right? What we can do with that is it separates all the faces out flat in the correct shape that they are, right? Yeah, like that's already working a lot better. All right, now let's figure out how to turn this into a material that we can actually work. Let's grab another color ramp, 2 shades of gray, pipe this into the base color. I need to go ahead and get a lamp in as well. So I'm gonna create a sun lamp. Then let's see, what else we need to do? We need to get some atmospheric fog going, and we need to go ahead and get our pyramid thing in. So maybe let's go ahead and get the pyramid in place. So I'm gonna create a mesh cube, scale it right up, grab it on the X, bring it back. And I'm just gonna grab this top face and scale it down, grab it like this, grab all these guys, scale it up, scale this in, grab this down. Let's do a loop cut. Let's just do this. We'll grab this and we'll we'll grab these two. Let E to extrude, and we'll scale it on everything except for the Z. Create some loop cuts right down the middle like this. I'm gonna hit Control B to bevel those guys and just drag it ever so slightly, being aware that I'm gonna intersect up here at the top. E to extrude again, Shift Z, and just bring those out. keep things unified for the time being. We'll create a separate material for this. We'll base it on this one though, so I'll just call this pyramid. So let's go to our world shader. How are we doing on time? 37 minutes! Gosh, an hour just flies. It's nuts. All right, we're gonna go volume, scatter. We'll keep it that way, that's fine. Go 0.1 with an anisotropy of point. Let's see what do I want. Negative 0.95. If it's a point light, it'll show up. Is it in the right spot? Yeah, it's in the right spot. Okay, I don't want to get bogged down. And I'm going to create a bit of a light system for us. So we could use the same, let's just use the same system. I think this is a good idea. We'll just duplicate that into the emission, bringing this down, maybe just to 1 on the scale. And now we're getting different results between these two because the UVs are laid out separately. So I need to get these UVs here and rotate them. So I'm just going to grab these faces, select all, and then I'm going to rotate 90, and that's going to line those up. So now everything's working as it should. Now we come over here, we get rid of this view again. And with the emission, what we can do is we can turn up the brightness here, go up to a vibrancy of 5, let's say, and let's go ahead and turn on bloom as well. So funny, I get so in the zone when I'm doing this that I forget you guys are here, and I could tweak it like this, and then I could make this change, and that looks good. And then I'm like, oh wait, there's all these people watching me. Man, let's try, and maybe what I could do is I could just take this, Shift-D, duplicate, Shift-D, duplicate, bring it down, bring that into here, and I'm just gonna mix RGB, and I'll set this to multiply. I'm hoping I can make like one light system and have it just function across all of them. And then what I can do is I can change the scale a bit to just break this up some more. Yeah, that works, that works. And we're gonna copy it, and we're gonna come over to the building material, we're gonna paste it, and then we're going to stick this in the emission. These guys need to be more of like an orangish color, I think. Let me go back to my world and come over here, make this a little bit blue. Oh, it's nice actually seeing a bit more of that fog. And we need to color these lights. So let's pick some colors for our lamps. 2, maybe 0.5 on the density. Whoa, now it's looking really sick. Anisotropy. That was insane. I was in the zone and then it was like everything went black. All my monitors, everything went off. Okay, let's recover. Where were we at? Technical difficulties today, everyone. Please be patient as we try and recalibrate the system. Oh, it's still going. Wow, check that out. Ha! How does that continue when you have a power outage? I don't get it. All right, you guys let me know in chat. Do I get the extra minutes or do I have to suffer? Look at that. Talk about a recovery, huh? They should hand out awards for this. Good times. Good times. Glad you guys are here. They're here. Glad you're here. Thanks again for watching the show. Get this feeling right. And bring this up a bit. I'm going to move this light off. Does that matter? No, it's not going to matter. You put this. Man, it's so cool. Look at that. That's sick. Oh, we're keeping that. How cool is that? Seriously. I just duplicated it so I could move it around and see what else we could get. Oh. How fun is that? Look at that. That's so cool. Let's just spend the rest of the episode doing this. I'm loving it. Look at that. I wonder if I could do something about like the distance to camera and pull back some of this emission that I have on my buildings. That could be nice, but also complicated. Camera data. So view distance, I'm going to grab a mapping node, converter, map range. That's what I meant. I'm going to take the view distance. I'll change the 2 max 0.1, I think. I'll just plug this into the emission real quick. Just have a look at what it looks like. So you can see that as further we get away from the camera here, it darkens up. All right, so now what we can do is we can take this system and we can multiply it with our lights. So I can just grab another multiply, bring this here, pop this into here, and it'll keep the ones that are closer to frame and get rid of the ones that are further away. And I'm going to clamp it as well. That's just going to pull things right back for us. Okay, looking good, but we need to get some fire. So let's figure out how we could do it. How can we do this in 10 minutes and not actually use MantaFlow? Could we create a shader? Like, what if we create a plane like this and then like have some fire on it? Like, can we do that? Can we do some fake fire? Material, we're going to go options. We're going to go blend mode, alpha blend, and alpha hashed on the shadows. We're going to grab a noise. We're going to grab a gradient texture. We're going to grab a texture coordinate. We're going to grab object into the gradient texture. I'm going to grab a color ramp and I'll put this here. I'll grab this to here. We'll just pop this into the emission. I'm going to switch to spherical. And then I'm going to grab a mix RGB, slap that here, grab my noise over, bring this up, bring the factor into the color. I'll drop it all the way down to whatever, to 0 or something. And then I'll bring this up. If I get a value node, pop that right here. Should be able to bring the scale. Oh, that's going to do it. There we go. Just trying to roughen up the edges and then get something so that it's filling the space well enough. That's pretty good. Do that. So what we'll do is we'll stretch it out like this. We can take this and send this into the alpha. And then we can take the emission and turn it right up like this. Vibrancy up to like 5. So I'm going to scale this down and scale it on the Z, bring it up. Do that. And then what we can do is add, so Shift S, cursor to selected, and then Shift A, light, point light. Bring it down like this. Because we're in Eevee, the emission of these guys isn't necessarily going to give us the kind of global illumination we want. So I can turn that up, and that's going to really brighten up that spot where we have fire. And then Shift D and move these guys around. There we go. Awesome. Maybe one more. All right, final 2 minutes, guys. Let's see. What do we want to do? We could try and get that light thing, but I just don't know if it's going to work. All the way up. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Up. Hands off. We almost had it. Man, I feel like that was a good recovery from last week. Woohoo! Especially after considering we had a power outage. Yes, we did it. Man, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you really enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe and do all that YouTube stuff. Leave a comment for us. Let us know how we're traveling. If you're really enjoying the show, please spread the word and let us know in the comments. And like I said, if you enjoyed this, if it was a good sample for you today, you like this, check out the Particle City tutorial series on my channel at C. Bailey Film. We've got like a 5-episode series that create a Blade Runner city a lot like this, but go into a lot more detail. So if you had fun with this and you want to keep exploring it, check that out. Yeah, man. Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Cool.
And this could be a complete disaster. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go.